Hi, it's Adam Anderson, owner and founder of WealthGuard Advisors.
Hello, I'm Blake Anderson, Certified Financial Planner. Thanks for joining us.
Before we get started, we just want to remind you that past performance is not a guarantee of future results. You should read the disclosures at the end of this video carefully. We may or may not have interest in buying or selling the things we're talking about. So anyways, we want to talk about the S&P 500 and Santa Claus is coming to town. Thank you. So we had some great inflation numbers that came in this last week, sparked a nice little rally the last few days. Blake, you want to talk about that while I bring up the screen?
Yeah, so we got the inflation numbers. It was 2.7 versus 3.1 expected. So back in the 2% range on inflation year over year, which is very good, close to the Fed's target of 2.5%, 2% long-term goal that they have. So very exciting, and market was pretty big on that news.
Yeah, so just to put that in perspective, they're expecting 3.1. If it came in at 3, they would have been excited. To come in at 2.7, which is 0.4% lower, is significant. So yes, the market had a nice little rally from that point. I'll just give you an idea what that looks like. That's about 2% since that news that the S&P is up. And if we look at the NASDAQ, which is more tech-oriented, that has, from that bottom there to there, that's almost 3.5%. So individual name stocks really moving nice on this, especially in the tech sector, seems to be reacting well. Also, interest rates have been coming down. So we look at the long-term rates. The pressure on it has been bringing the rates down somewhat, and that also helps. So a lot of good factors that are leading up to. Last week, I was saying, hey, Santa might not be coming to town, might like drift a little bit and stuff. And here we are. Great news that came in, and Santa Claus is coming to town for the market, that is. And for your 401ks, IRAs, all that kind of fun stuff. So, Blake, we want to talk about some kind of year-end performance things and things that look good for the year and what we've seen, kind of a little recap of what we're experiencing for the year. Is that right?
Yeah. So if we look at the top performers of the year, the big highlight would be memory chip producers. So the name you probably have all heard of is Micron. Symbol MU.
Right. And if you've been to Idaho, you might have gone by their facilities.
Yeah. So they're up pretty significantly year to date, around 220-ish%. But actually a competitor of theirs, Western Digital, performed slightly better.
What's their symbol? WD?
WDC.
Yeah, I would have never guessed that Western Digital would have the year that they had, but they have been on fire this year. Regrettably, we don't own a lot of it. But yeah, 293%. So you're saying this is the best performer on the S&P this year?
This was the best performer for the S&P 500 year to date.
Shit memory. Yeah, I want to talk about some other things that's been kind of surprising for this year, because some of you would know this, that silver has been on quite the roar. Trying to get close to the bottom there. We had another big day, 2.5% on silver today. So that's 133%. That's phenomenal for the precious metals. Let's look at gold, which is also had a really great run. Catch it from the bottom there. Look up there. That's about a 70% run. But silver really takes the cake. Just to put that in some comparison, let's look at Bitcoin. If we're talking about things that don't have earnings or balance sheets, going from close to the year end there, try and catch it up to where it is right now. -5%. So it's kind of surprising that the precious metals have really taken off. Something that some people don't look think much on the precious metals, but something I've been watching since these have gone up so much, but is palladium, which people use in their catalytic converters, etc. But if we come down close to your year end, so I capture that to now, that's 89%. Copper, Dr. Copper. This is a copper miners, so it's not really truly just straight, but there's 86% there too. So a little bit on the precious metals. So year end tech chip makers dominating the high end, the performance on the S&P 500. Surprisingly, precious metals, one of the losers for the year, cryptocurrencies. So will that flip in 2026? One cannot tell, but we will watch and let you know. Anything else you want to add to this, Blake?
Yeah, just looking good to going into the end of the year. We will be off next week for the holidays, but we'll look forward to meeting with you all into the new year. Remember, here, WealthGuard Advisors, we're a registered investment advisory firm, and we love working for our clients as a fiduciary to help you make the best decisions that we can. We work on a personalized asset management basis, straightforward, fee only, no setup fees, no exit fees, just transparent pricing for the services we provide. So if you're ready to take the next step and would like to talk to us, we'd love to have a sit down with you for a free consultation. Thanks so much for listening, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.